Strange but true, a gecko farm in China can earn a staggering $800,000 annually. How do they achieve such lucrative success? Geckos were once revered as precious medicinal herbs, but overfishing has severely depleted their wild populations. This has paved the way for gecko farming to surge in popularity, generating immense economic benefits. There was even a frenzied period when geckos became an absolute market storm, coveted by multitudes. To discover fascinating gecko insights, join me exploring one of China's largest gecko breeding farms through this video tour. Geckos possess relatively large bodies, with males reaching imposing lengths of 30 to 40 centimeters and weighing 150 to 300 grams, while females are smaller. With proper care, these lizards can enjoy lifespans up to an incredible 10 to 18 years. Their heads are slightly flattened in a triangular shape, featuring characteristic brown or yellow-orange eyes capable of intense focus when stalking prey or observing. They can fixate unblinkingly on a single spot for hours. Most remarkably, geckos can traverse literally any surface, slippery or vertical, with ease. The secret lies in the multitude of microscopic hairs on their feet that branch into even tinier nanometer-sized spatulae structures. These spatulae create an electrostatic attractive force with surfaces as opposite charges attract. Every molecule normally has an overall neutral charge, but with slight positive and negative differentials. When climbing walls, the gecko's negatively charged spatulae align toward the positively charged molecular sides of the surface, generating this van der Waals adhesive force in both directions. Based on geckos' natural living habits, specialized environments are constructed on farms to suit their needs. The enclosures are built from materials like bricks, cement, wood, and nesting areas, with individual barns ranging to 2.2 meters high, 1.2 to 1.5 meters wide, and varying lengths depending on the farm's area and total gecko population. Inside each enclosure are tree trunks and ample wood for the geckos to breed and lay eggs. Once finished, geckos nearing reproductive age are released into the cages to acclimate to their new surroundings and develop naturally. During winter, when temperatures dip below 20 degrees Celsius, geckos enter hibernation. But as spring's warmth returns, the geckos become active again and enter their mating season stage in search of partners. At around 6 months old and weighing 50 to 60 grams or more, female geckos begin laying eggs coated in an adhesive layer to stick tightly to the prepositioned wood stem surfaces. The eggshells gradually harden over several hours after being laid and hatch after roughly 3 months of incubation. In the wild, baby gecko hatchlings typically remain living with their parents in the same nest unless it becomes too overcrowded, forcing them to seek a new home. To ensure optimal gecko growth and maximize economic yields, farms must master specialized breeding techniques and nutritional practices. For ease of care, geckos are fed in 2 separate meals per day, accommodating their nocturnal hunting habits by feeding in the evenings and early mornings. Each meal session lasts only around 20 minutes before any remaining food is removed to prevent waste. Crickets are the absolute favorite food of geckos, so farms will integrate cricket nurseries on site to conveniently provide a constant fresh food source. This synergistic model ensures quality nutrients while reducing feed costs during the rearing process. Additionally, farmers supplement gecko diets with marine fish and dried shrimp to promote optimal development and growth. Developing geckos can consume up to 20 crickets in a single feeding during peak growth phases. When selecting gecko meals, farmers choose appropriately sized insect portions or chop larger ones into smaller pieces to enable easy digestion without causing impactions. To prevent potential pathogens, farmers avoid feeding geckos certain insect species like worms, spiders, or cockroaches throughout the raising cycle. After approximately 12 months of carefully cultivated growth, geckos reach harvestable maturity. For fresh consumption, the processing method involves removing the head, feet, skin, and intestines, then chopping the meat into pieces to marinate with spices and cook into a porridge dish. Alternatively, the cooked gecko meat can be washed, drained, soaked in ginger juice, dehydrated, and finally ground into a powdered form suitable for traditional medicines. Some processors create a nutritious byproduct by soaking geckos in wine before further preparation. According to traditional Chinese medicine, remedies derived from geckos are highly valued for their effects in reducing fatigue, treating respiratory diseases like coughing blood and asthma, alleviating bone and joint pain, and fortifying the kidneys with remarkable efficacy. The culinary appeal goes far beyond the medicinal too. Many eateries and restaurants have embraced geckos as specialty ingredients. Crafting nutrient-rich and flavor-packed dishes with lavish, varied menu options tailored especially to entice male diners seeking exotic fare.